looking good for Kenya after the inauguration of the 47th President of the United States. Kenyan President William Ruto delayed to give flowers to Donald Trump in his victory. Ruto had become a strong supporter of President Joe Biden's administration with his strong pragmatic connections with the United States. Agreement on global concerns such as counter-terrorism as a Trump presidency sets in. This may compel Kenyan President Ruto to release his country's regional and global priorities.
Things are not looking good for Kenya with the inauguration of the 47th U.S. President Donald Trump. Kenyan President William Ruto delayed to give his flowers to Donald Trump on his victory in the United States presidential election. Ruto had become a strong supporter of President Joe Biden's administration, with a strong pragmatic connection with the United States having been marked by security cooperation, economic investments, and agreement on global concerns such as counterterrorism. A Trump presidency, on the other hand, may compel Kenya's president to reassess his country's regional and global priorities. Kenya's military presence and intelligence skills have supported U.S. efforts to combat regional threats such as Al-Shabaab. This connection has also grown as a result of African Growth and Opportunity Act (AGOA) and the Prosper Africa project, which have strengthened economic ties and helped Kenya achieve middle-income status. As Donald Trump makes a return to the U.S. presidency, the impact will most likely be felt around the world, especially in Kenya, where U.S. connections have been important since independence in 1963. Kenya may strengthen ties with other nations, particularly the European Union, whose Africa development and climate programs are well linked with Kenya's interest. Kenya's Western-oriented foreign policies reflect strategic decisions that have resulted in gains for commerce, aid, and defense. The United States regards Kenya as an important East African ally, notably in counter-terrorism activities in the Horn of Africa. With a more transitional foreign policy approach, the Trump administration might change the relationship between the United States and Kenya. This volatility may prompt President Ruto to seek a caution or diverse foreign strategy. Trump's emphasis on diminishing multilateral cooperation may have an influence on existing projects such as PEPFAR and counter-terrorism funding. A transition away from the United States would require cautious management. The lengthy U.S.-Kenya partnership has been a cornerstone of Kenya's foreign policy, and Dr. Ruto would be careful not to fully alienate Washington. If U.S. influence in Kenya diminishes, East Africa may become more vulnerable to competing outsider interests. Edward Nyamo, KUTV.